Getting more optimistic, and according to Career Builder, 1 in 4 plan to change jobs this year, and to land that job, it's important to ace the interview, but it can get a little tricky when hiring managers ask awkward and downright strange questions. Lewis Douglas with the Kavaliro staffing agency. He is here joining us now to go over some of the more unusual questions, how to answer them, and maybe why. Lewis, good morning.
Hi, good morning to you, Andrea.
This is so fascinating to me. These questions were gathered by fastcompany.com, and we want to start with this one. First, this question was asked to a potential SpaceX employee. When a hot dog expands, in which direction does it split and why? So first, why would they ask this question, and how would you answer that?
Well, it's pretty out of the box, right?
Yeah.
You know, asking about these questions. But what employers are looking to do, they want to see how these candidates are thinking outside of the box. And if they can critically think. I mean, we're in a day and age now where answers are all a click away. So they want to make sure that the individuals that are coming on board can think right on their feet.
So you really have to be open and aware and listening.
Very much so. You have to listen. You want to understand what's going on. And the best way to answer these is what goes into with any interview is by doing your research. Doing the research on the company, their values, their mission statements, and being able to tactfully incorporate that into you.
Here's one I love. This one, Whole Foods. It was for a market meat cutter job. They said, would you rather fight 1 horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? Okay, first off, is this a math question? Because I'm completely out of the job.
All of the above, right?
Yeah. How would you answer this? And again, why would they ask this particular question?
Well, you know what? I would look as the interviewee. I would look at this question and think, okay, how do I incorporate all of these things that work with the company as far as like teamwork, being able to work independently? So how do I incorporate that into my answer? So if it were me, I would go into the going against one horse-sized duck
or duck-sized horses
instead of 100 duck-sized horses.
Yeah.
I would go against that, tackle the one big issue so that there's nothing else to
see, that's good. Okay, now this one I love. This was for a human resources recruiter job. How would you sell hot cocoa in Florida?
You got to sell on the value. It's all about value.
There we go.
How do you embrace the value? How do you something as like hot cocoa in a hot place? How do you sell the value? That's what they're looking for.
Okay, the other one. What would the name of your debut album be? This was for an Urban Outfitters job. Now, this is a fun question, although, granted, I would want to kind of have an idea they were going to ask me this going into it, but you don't always know that.
You don't always know that. And again, just being able to do the research and really incorporate these things, because that's what they're looking for. They want to know that not only can you critically think, but that you can be very savvy, whether it be in a team environment or independently.
So for Urban Outfitters, would there be a specific way to answer this question the right way?
There never really is a right way, but there is the best way that's going to add value to your answers.
Okay. What's the most bizarre question you've ever been asked on a job interview?
You know what? If I was going to be an animal, what animal would I? And there is no right answer.
Okay. And if somebody were interviewing for a job, let's say for Google, and that question came up, what would be the best way to answer it?
Well, you know what? If you think about it, the best animal to be would be a dolphin. Dolphins are team players, yet they can think independently, and they're very social animals.
Perfection, Lewis. Thank you. That was terrific.
So much.
If I were a weather person, what sort of weather forecast would I like to predict? I think Brooks Tomlin might have that answer.
I'm just curious what animal you would be, Andrea.
Oh, I would probably be a giraffe. I don't know why. That just came to mind. I know. Our floor director, Michael, shaking his head, is like, what?
Beautiful. All right. And Lewis, what were you? What was your answer?
Well,
when you were asked if you could be an animal, what would it be?
It's a dolphin.
A dolphin. So you answered
team
dolphin.
Player.
Good job.
See, he was smart. Dolphin, team player. I would not have come up with that quickly. How about you, Brooks? What would you be?
I don't know. The first time I heard that question, I thought fire ant.
Fire ant.
I don't know.
Also a team player and a builder?
I don't know. I walked back on the weather deck, and we've got about 75 mounds out there. I was like, all right, I can see who my peeps are. Hey, thanks for joining us, Lewis and Andrea. Good stuff. Good morning, everybody.